Good morning and welcome to Williams Dog Training Company. We're here this morning with Fred and Coco, and what we're going to be demonstrating for you today is Coco's ability to understand and respond to his obedience commands, the corrections and motivations that we give him while we are working with him, and the training equipment that we're using. Fred is using a regular 6-foot web training leash, and he's going to keep the bulk of that leash folded neatly in his right hand, leaving his left hand free to give the correction. The correction that we give is a tug and let go on the training collar, which is the second piece of equipment that we're using. Coco's been fitted with his own personal training collar, and we'll show you how to properly use this during your one-on-one lesson. As you can see, Coco is seated very nicely on Fred's left, which is where all our obedience training is done. The first exercise they're going to demonstrate is heeling, which is proper walking on a leash, and Fred and Coco are taking off doing that now. The command you want to use is Coco heel. We've also incorporated an automatic sit, as you see right there. Anytime Fred stops his feet, Coco will sit. There's another automatic sit. It's important during the heeling exercise that Coco walks at your pace on your left. He shouldn't pull ahead or lag behind. He's been trained to walk nicely at your pace. The next exercise we're going to demonstrate is the stay command. The stay is a hand and voice command. Fred's going to use the open flat of his left palm about an inch or so from Coco's muzzle and the one-word command to stay.
Okay.
He then walks out to the end of the training leash.
No.
Yep, Coco dropped into a down, so he starts the command over. He gives him the stay again. Out to the end of the training leash. It's a great exercise to build self-control in Coco. You want to start practicing this one at about a minute and build your way up in increments to about 3 minutes. And when Fred returns back to Coco, he's going to walk all the way around him, providing an added distraction as he goes behind him, and right back to that left-hand side heel position. And Coco remains down, seated throughout, gets a little praise, and they take off heeling again. We're going to show you some more of the heel to sit and the stay. There's an automatic sit there. Another sit.
Okay.
Gives him the stay again. Back out to the end of the training leash. This time he'll demonstrate the recall or the come command. You call him in using his name in a nice voice. He comes in, sits right in front of you. And then we have an exercise called the finish. Coco heels around the back and right back to that left-hand side. Nicely done. We'll demonstrate it one more time. Leave him in the sit stay, and now to the end of the training leash. Call him in using his name. He comes in, sits right in front of you. And then the finish, where he heels around the back, right back to your left-hand side heel position. Nicely done, gets a little praise, and they take off heeling. It's a good time to remind you you want to practice all of your commands about 15 to 20 minutes a day, just to keep them fresh in Coco's mind. You can incorporate them into your daily routine as well. Now we're going to show you our down commands. The first will be down from a heel position. Fred's going to use the open flat of his left palm straight down towards the ground and the one-word firm command to down. Then gives him a stay, and out to the end of the training leash. It's another great exercise to build self-control in Coco. You want to start this one at about 3 minutes and work your way up in increments to about 5. And when Fred returns back to Coco, he's going to walk all the way around him as he did on the sit stay, and right back to that left-hand side heel position. Coco remained down throughout, and they take off heeling again. We'll show you that down one more time. Gives him the down and the stay again. Now to the end of the training leash. This time he'll demonstrate that recall or come command again. Call him in using his name. Comes in, sits right in front. And then the finish, where he heels around the back and right back to that left-hand side. Sits nicely. I'm waiting for another command. We'll give them a second to get lined up for our final command, which will be down from a distance. It's another good time. I should remind you Coco's doing very well, but if for any chance he does not respond to a command, the first word out of your mouth should be no, followed by a tug and let go correction, and then you repeat the command. This will be down from a distance. You're going to leave him in a sit stay and walk out to the end of the training leash. This is the only time you're going to use your right hand to give the command, and Fred will drop Coco into a down. Excellent job. He then returns back to him once again by walking all the way around and back to that left-hand side heel position. Okay, we've demonstrated for you the obedience commands that Coco has learned here at school. It's been a pleasure working with Coco, and we thank you again for choosing Williams Dog Training Company as your personal dog trainer.